Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen, and I'm Elisa, and I'm going to do a reading for you. I'm going to start with the Priestess of Light, which is a new deck that I just got. And we'll see what we get. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, duality, many meanings, misunderstanding. So that's interesting. We got friendship, support, fun, unity, play. And we got guide, the illuminated path. So it's interesting because this guide came through a few readings ago. I'll try to link it up here. And in that reading, it was more like getting guidance from the spiritual realm, and I think that's inherently what this card kind of means. But in this context, it almost is sort of like your community is kind of coming around to like try to clear up a misunderstanding, or to sort of like reconcile some area where there's like a gap. It's kind of the overall energy that I'm getting for this. So I'm going to go to the light seers and see what we get and where this is going. Okay, yeah, because the first card that comes out is the Seven of Swords, which is the liar, cheater, thief card. So it's like there's something that's happened that's sort of like a deception at the root of this. And so it looks like we're gonna try and clear that up. And you know, the thing that just came to me just now was like, right now there's like a lot of attention on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and you know, like there's been a lot of things that have been said about, you know, Johnny Depp, and a lot of his friends have kind of come to his defense to like try to clear it up and say, you know, like he, you know, Johnny didn't do that. Like there's some, you know, there's something more complicated going on here. And when I picked up this misunderstanding card, like the card under it was clarity, which is interesting because that was in the reading that just happened. It was about clarity and movement. So yeah, it's almost like this, like maybe sort of messy situation needs to get cleared up in order to like make the opening for movement to happen. Like that's sort of like the first step in allowing movement to happen. So there's like a community of people that are maybe like coming around to support someone to go forward. And at the end of, I mean, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups, which this is a soulmate connection. It could be some, like this is like a guy and his friend, and they've been together forever, you know. So it's just sort of like a deep connection. But we have this deception, and we have strength, and we have the Empress. So kind of what I'm getting from this combination of cards is that there was this deception that happened, and it kind of like, what's interesting, because I was just going to say, it's like it kind of sent someone on a spiritual quest because they really had to like be strong and like go through this journey. And then I noticed that like right under the strength card was the Hermit. So that like kind of confirms that. But yeah, it was like, it like caused like a difficult situation. Like, for example, we're relating it to Johnny Depp, like it caused him to lose all this work. And so he probably had to go through this period where he was a lot less social and kind of self-reflecting and, you know, going through this healing phase. But the other thing I'm getting is, so we have the Empress on the other side of it. So it's sort of like, it was like a gestational period, because it's like this Empress has this like, this earth growing in her belly, you know? So it was like it's like, it was a situation that, you know, it kind of sucked, but it was like this gestational period, which allowed her to sort of like slow down and work on this creation of some sort that she's about to give birth to. Which is interesting, because when I picked up this duality, we have clarity, and then underneath that we have innovation, like some new creation. So it's like some deception happened, and which is getting cleared up, and like whatever has been being worked on, whatever that lent itself to, it's almost like it's about to be revealed. So then we have the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and the Knight of Wands. So it's interesting, because before I even pulled up the cards, it's like, yeah, that's really kind of what it's saying. It's just sort of like, whatever this deception era is, it's coming to an end. So maybe like that deception is being revealed. It's like someone's had to be strong, and it's caused them to go on a spiritual journey, and like maybe heal some distortions within themselves. But during that time, they've been incubating something, some new creation. And it's like the Knight of Wands is kind of like making a bold move, you know? So it's kind of like it's time. It's time to put that out there, you know, whatever that is. So that's really interesting. It's like a totally different reading than what we've been getting. I'm going to go to the Mystical Shaman and get maybe a card or two and see. Well, actually, okay, we're just going to take this split. So we got lightning. So this is kind of like a tower moment, but it's like some sort of illuminated, some sort of something is coming to light, but like suddenly, that's kind of like a game changer that's going to change the game and bring abundance. So like whatever this thing is, this that's been gestational, it's about to ripen, and it's time for harvesting. So really interesting. It's like a completely different message than what we've been getting leading up to this. Okay, I'm going to go to the Queen of the Moon Oracle, pick a couple final cards. There is like actually a solar eclipse coming at the end of the month. On the 30th. Okay. All right, so we got boundaries. This is a message that's been coming up a bunch lately. I'm going to link a reading with, I think there's one called Boundaries to Maintain Inner Peace, which I'll link there. And then also just like, there was one the other day about having to have boundaries against like aggressive behavior in order to have balance. So like that message came out again in another reading, which I'll post up here. So yeah, that's important, because maybe, you know, there's some toxic energy around whatever this deception is. or whatever this duality is that's being cleared up. But something unexpected is going to happen, and we have beauty. So some magical synchronicity or something unexpected is going to happen that's perhaps gonna be like a game changer, that maybe is gonna bring whatever this deception is to light, or maybe reveal whatever this beautiful gift is. But it's kind of like on the verge of happening. So stay tuned.